Everyone acting tough when they're up. Wow. Fighting words. Shannon, do you like this or do you have a problem with it?
I don't have no problem with that. And that's what it is, Skip. That's what the NBA is now. Everybody's tough. Now, y'all was standing face to face, and ain't nobody do nothing. Now, all of a sudden, they head to the locker room. One guy go the wrong way. Let me at him. You already know. Your teammate's going to grab you. Here comes security. His teammate's going to grab him. Here comes security. Ain't nobody going to do nothing, nor should they, Skip. Look, I get it. There's so much money involved now. It's not even worth it. But stop this. Stop this charade about like y'all want to bump. Y'all ain't nobody trying to do anything. And I don't know what the hell Biyombo got upset for. You tried to dunk it late in the ball game. He tried to stop you. What the hell the problem is? You think he just let you lay the ball up, just dunk it? You got upset about that? Man, these dudes, man, all of them, like they so tough now, like they could have played for the bad boy Pistons and all that. Man, stop this nonsense. Luka's right. When you win the game, everybody's tough and having a good time. Just play basketball. Y'all ain't trying to bump like that, for real, though.
So, by the way, speaking of the incident in question late in the game when it got very chippy, both get ejected. Biyombo goes up his correct tunnel, and Chriss goes like skipping after him, like I'm after him, right? If we could see that, please, just for those who might have not stayed up late enough to watch.
Yeah, that's what I was mad about, Skip. I'm trying to get to bed.
Yep, there it is.
So what, Skip? What?
Okay, and this is predictable. This is happening. It's getting really chippy now, and you're both gone. And oh, here we go again.
Y'all right there. Y'all right there before anybody if you want to do something. But Skip, what I'm trying to figure out, what was the problem?
He skips up the tunnel, and then he takes off running, and security has to go secure Biyombo and Chriss, and they said Boban went up the tunnel after Chriss, his teammate, to just make sure nothing got completely out of hand in the tunnel, because we've seen this in years past.
I think it was Doug Christie and Rick Fox got into it.
Where they're chasing around the tunnel. We've seen Chris Paul go after people.
Chris Paul went through the secret tunnel.
He did. Okay, we've seen all kinds of, we've seen Matt Barnes has done this before. We're chasing after people.
But Skip, I hope they don't understand that I got a bedtime, that I'm trying to get in. Y'all delaying the game. I'm trying to get sleep because I got to get up early in the morning to come do the show, and y'all carrying on these shenanigans. But I still can't rack my mind. What did Biyombo get upset about? What was he supposed to do? Just let you dunk the ball?
Okay, now back to the man you call Baby Bird.
Yeah, he tough, though.
That is blasphemy. Baby Bird, as in Larry Joe Bird of the Boston Celtics. So here we go, and he said what he said, did Luka, walking up the tunnel because he knew the media was there, there were media members, that it was going to be taped, and he wanted that message sent back to the Suns that everybody's tough when they're up, right?
Yep.
My question back to you, as Jen said, them as fighting words. The last guy on the floor I think who wants to fight is Baby Bird, because in that case, he is just a baby bird. I think you would agree that Luka is the farthest thing from a tough guy that's in the league right now.
Yeah, right? Luka ain't trying to squash.
Okay, he incites some near riots on the floor because last night he made he got his own rebound, then he shoots a little fadeaway on the baseline, and he goes up the court just grinning at everybody, right?
Yeah, he got his little thing now. He's like, settle down, y'all. Don't get too.
So he's actually laughing his way up the floor and looking at the courtside seaters there in Phoenix, obviously, and he's chuckling, and he's having the best old time, and he flops, and he drives our friend Lil Wayne out of his mind because it's just hard to take, because I don't think he's a tough guy. It's not like Chris Paul and Devin Booker fear that Luka's going to call them out and say, meet me outside after the game because I'm going to kick both of your asses.
You know what he's going to say? He said, go meet me on the court on Thursday. I got something for both of y'all. I'm going to drop a 40 piece on both of you.
Oh, you mean when it counts?
Yeah.
Not before or after the game.
He going to say, this how tough I am.
Really?
He going to get at work to somebody, Skip.
You think so?
Well, he and Brunson, first of all, the only one that came to play last night. I don't know what the hell was Reggie Bullock. I don't know what Finney Smith, Dwight Powell. I don't know what the hell he was doing. But ain't nobody else. Skip, they scored. Two guys scored 49. The rest of the team scored 31. So I don't know what they expected that was going to happen. Okay. And I don't know what first of all, Skip, you up by 30. You up by 28. There's 2 seconds on the clock and you try to dunk the ball. I thought that was a no-no. I thought there was rules to the game. I thought that was, you just pull the ball out. So, yeah, I'm glad, Chris. I wish he'd have just should have gave you a bow, too, while he was at it.
Okay. So you're still bullish on your man, Baby Bird.
Yeah.
Who in 5 games in this series so far is shooting a grand total of 30% from 3. That's 14 of 46. Of 46? Well, that's a lot of missed threes. 30%?
Okay, we've established that you can be a superstar and not be a great three-point shooter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See phony goats.
See Michael Jordan. See Kobe Bryant.
Michael Jordan didn't shoot 3.
They didn't shoot 3.
They didn't prioritize it.
Whether you prioritize or not doesn't mean you can't be good at something because you don't prioritize it. Yeah, there's a lot of things I'm great at that I don't prioritize. That's just your boy being me.
Okay. Luka, so far in 5 games, has averaged 5 turnovers per.
Yeah.
Whew.
He's a high
turnover.
He's a heavy turnover guy.
Huh.
Yeah, Skip, but when you got the ball in his hands as much as he does and he has to do everything for everybody, of course he's going to turn the ball over. So now he ain't a superstar because he turned the ball over.
Well, you compare him blasphemously to Larry Bird, one of the greatest shooters I have ever seen. He had an unstoppable jump shot because he shot it at 6'9", completely behind his
it really
head.
wasn't no jump.
I don't even know what it was, but it was unstoppable. And once he got it in rhythm, you were done.
Yeah.
And Larry Bird was low turnovers because he was one of the better passers in the history of this league.
But he wasn't asked to handle the ball like Luka.
And Larry Bird, if you messed with him, he would mess you up because he was one of those that if you challenge, he is going to fire back.
But Skip, it's a different time. In the 80s, they were fighting like that. But Skip, you keep talking about Luka. Luka doesn't have a Kevin McHale. He didn't have a Robert Parrish. He didn't have a Dennis Johnson. He didn't have a Nate Archibald. All those guys are top 75 players. What top 75 players Luka playing with? As a matter of fact, what top 200 player is Luka playing with?
Dorian Finney-Smith. When he's at home, he's top 75 all time because he made 8 threes the other day.
Yeah, I don't care. He need to make 800 threes for him to be top 75, but that's not happening. Look, Skip, we know how this goes. When you win, you say things and everybody feeling good, and I get it. And that's what basically what Luka said. Everybody has a lot to say when they're winning. But let's see when we go back to Dallas and things are, it's not a 30-point game in your favor. It's not a 20-point or a 15-point game in your favor. Let's see if you still have that same energy.
I kind of like Phoenix's chances because my man Chris Paul last night actually took the night off. Did you check this out? He took a grand total of 8 shots in 35 minutes, scored a grand total of 7 points, but he still managed to have 10 assists.
Yeah.
While your man, quote unquote, Baby Bird, had a grand total of 2 assists.
Well,
2 assists.
Well, the game got away from him in the third quarter. I mean, they got outscored 33-14, and it seems like every trip down the court they were turning the basketball over. That's where the game got away from them, man. Mikal Bridges played really well. Stole the ball, had some big turnovers in the third, big steals in the third quarter. They got them out on the break. Book was booked. DeAndre Ayton played well last night. Even Landry Shamet came off the bench and gave him some valuable minutes. But what we've seen, Skip, is this seems like this is a home-and-home series. It's like the first 2 games, the game really wasn't close, and then Dallas, the games really wasn't that close. So we're going to see if Dallas can hold serve and force a Game 7.
I'm not sure.
You want some do on it?
I might, but I'm not sure. To your point, before we get to the do-bet, I'm not sure in all my years covering NBA basketball playoff games that I've ever seen a series in which it was so Jekyll and Hyde home and away because the Suns looked like completely invincible, and the Mavericks looked overmatched last night.
Yes.
Like they are clearly the inferior team.
Right.
Yet in the 2 games we saw in Dallas, roles were completely reversed, where the Suns looked hapless. They looked lifeless.
But here's the thing. As great as and they won by, 8 points, 10 points the last time they played in Game 4, Skip, they made 23s. So the question is, what happens when you don't make 23s? They only made 8 of 32. They're going to have to be at least 15 to 20 in order to beat Phoenix, because Phoenix is really a really balanced team. And so we need Finney-Smith. He was 2 of 5 last night. Reggie Bullock was 0 of 3 last night. Luka was 2 of 8. You're not beating, I don't think you're beating Phoenix scoring, going 8 of 32 from the 3.
Okay. Just because Baby Bird called out the Suns, everybody talks when they're up. I've got one case on this game. I will take the underdog Suns. I got it. Deal.
Deal.
Deal?
It's going to be a game 7.
Okay. I believe Phoenix has finally had enough of Baby Bird and all of his grinning,
They haven't.
and laughing.
You ain't have enough. We're going to give you some more.
You know what? CP3 and Book are just going to say that is enough.
And another.
Because they locked them down and locked them up.
Oh, they locked them up, huh?
Yep, they did.
They can't do nothing with Luka. They can't do nothing with him.
Well, they can let him shoot threes to his heart's content. Just shoot them.
I mean, the two guys that tried to go, Jay Crowder,
Jay Crowder got banged up.
He got fouled out. He fouled out. Mikal Bridges
He
had
banged his shoulder up,
Yeah.
so I'm a little shaky on Jay
And too
Crowder.
late. You should have thought about that before you bet me a case of dew.
Well, I'm betting on Devin Booker, who came back to life last night, and Chris Paul was able to save himself. And I think he's going to go Game 6 closeout game at Clippers last year. I think he's going to do that on Dallas.
I'm looking at Luka to go 33, 13, and 12. Jalen Brunson trip in with about 24. Reggie Bullock and Finney Smith will have at least 14.
Now they're saying it's Bullock. That's what TNT says. It's almost like Tony Dorsett went to Dorsett and Terrell Owens was Terrell, but then he's Terrell Owens. But it's
So it's Bullock?
Well, that's what they said.
Man, they've been calling the man Reggie Bullock since Carolina.
I don't know.
Man, why they do this?
Bullock, okay? And he's such a Bullock. Last night he went 0 of 5.
He was a
scored-
block.
He scored 0
Reggie
points.
Block.
Block.
He got 0 block,
Yep,
0.
okay. All right.
Man, they need to
I
stop
got
with
a
this.
case.
But we go, we call him, he want to be Reggie Bullock.
Okay.
We call him Reggie Bullock.
All right. We'll see. I got Phoenix.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
one
I
case
don't.
of dew.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.